Hey everyone! Welcome back to the episode. Today is a very exciting episode because we have finally reached episode 10. Yes, we have made it to the double digits. I'm holding bread because I'm out of food. This is the best food that I had. Well, not the best, it was the weakest food that I wanted to get rid of. But in today's episode, as you can see behind me, the iron farm, we completed it in the last episode. So we now have lots of iron, which I've had to remove some of the iron because this thing filled up so quickly. It's you can already see they're so full that I've been having trouble. I had to run over here, remove the iron, and then it would just instantly fill back up. This iron farm is just too fast. We also have, of course, the sorting system that we did in the last episode. Well, a quarter of it. So, in between episodes, I dug out all the space that was needed to put the storage system in. And I also went ahead and used some of the ender pearls I had in my inventory and crafted up some ender chests so that we can access our chest monster at the top of that whenever we needed to, and we could just access it down here in the important stuff so that we don't have to keep running around. I also added the Silk Touch diamond pickaxe just in case we needed to break the ender chest, and we also have an ender chest in our inventory. And also between episodes, I went and chopped down a few million trees. As you can see over that side, it's now suddenly very barren. With no, I went over and I chopped down all the trees. I didn't replant them because I didn't want to, because I have a specific plan for that area. But I'll elaborate more on that another time. But right now, this is all the chests we have. This is just probably enough to fill in the next piece, and maybe start doing the piece after that. Maybe, I'm not sure. I think the piece that we did in the last episode took about 30 chests, and that was just to put the chests in. And then it's gonna take probably another 30 chests or more just to get the hoppers in. It's probably gonna be quadruple the amount. So I don't think that's enough. We're gonna have to go out mining for more. Right, I think it's time we get started on that piece of the sorting system. So let's do a quick time lapse to get this piece done as quickly as we can. There it is. It's not quite done, but we ran out of redstone, and I never thought I'd ever use that sentence. But we ran out of redstone. Now, we do have a little bit left somewhere here, but I still need to put in the lamps. But the big whole thing is finished. But we've really run out. That means we can't finish this side. And that's going to be a problem. But I know I have traded with these clerics for some redstone, because they do just happen to sell it. So instead of going out on a mining session to find redstone, which would probably be the more effective way to do it, I'm going to trade with the villagers, because I also want to see if I can get better armor, because our armor is broken badly. So yeah, I'm gonna start trading with him and I'll get back to you. Right, so half a day has passed and we finally have somewhere to we've finally gotten somewhere that we can actually have done something. So I traded up with the villagers. I added a few extra, and also Ooh, there's a creeper. That's bad. Now, can we take him out without blowing anything up? Oh, please don't blow up. Please don't blow up. Okay, there we go. Disaster averted. Now, we've also added a couple of new villagers. The rest that were in here, we disposed of the extra ones because they were so annoying. They were just so annoying. They didn't want to do what they were told. So they all buy iron. So they're all toolsmiths. So we have an iron farm that's been chucking out iron ever since we made it, and these villagers have been helping plenty for not just the emeralds but also the XP itself, so that we could finally get this beast set of armor. This armor is just... This is the most powerful armor I have ever had. And I put this all together by buying the books. I bypassed enchanting them. I just went and bought the books and used the anvil. So for the helmet we have Protection 4, Aqua Affinity, Unbreaking 3, Respiration 3, and Mending. For the chestplate we have Mending, Unbreaking 3, and Protection 4. Same goes for the diamond leggings, and for the diamond boots we have Mending, Depth Strider 3, Feather Falling 4, Unbreaking 3, and Protection 4. I'm going to be surprised if we die with this armor on. It's just so incredibly powerful. Unless we fall in lava. Nothing can survive lava. No matter how much protection you have. So, let's get this old set of armor off and put on our new armor. We are now fully kitted out. It won't break for as long as we keep getting XP. It will just repair itself. But in the meantime, while I was waiting for the villagers to reset with their trades, I started filling in what was going to go into the sorting system. We don't have access to all the blocks I want to sort, so we'll slowly fill up the empty spots, but otherwise the rest of them are filled in. We still have that side to do. And I also started doing the floor, so I actually had an idea, just to make it look more interesting, because I don't want just a flat floor. Just imagine how that looked. It just looks bland. I was thinking of doing something a little bit interesting with the bottom of the floor. So, we're going to dig this down. Yes, I know, more digging. And we're going to add in Aquarium. I've already started buying glass from the villager up there, the librarians, so that we could fill this layer with glass, and then below it is the aquarium. We'll fill it up with water, and we'll go track down some fish, some unique fish. We already know where the ocean is. We can go track them down, grab some sea life stuff, and then bring them back here, and then make our own little functioning aquarium. And maybe some of the things will even spawn naturally. But that's for then. What I think we should do right now is start work on the final piece of the puzzle, the last piece of the sorting system that still requires to be done. And this time we won't be running out of redstone that easily, because look at how many emeralds we have. We've got just infinite emeralds thanks to the iron farm. And with those emeralds, we can buy redstone from these clerics. They don't sell much, but we definitely won't be needing that much. It's mostly chests that we're going to be needing of, and we've already got enough of those. We might just need to go out for a little bit more, but otherwise, we have everything we need. So, let's get this final part of the sorting system in. In the usual form of me forgetting something, I forgot the most important thing for that time-lapse that was supposed to happen. I forgot to... I thought I'd pressed record, but in reality I didn't. So I went through the entire thing thinking I was recording, and I really wasn't. But the whole thing is finished. Almost finished. Everything has been put in, even the dump chest back there. It's even been prepared for the overflow that's going to happen. The last thing that needs to be added, the filter blocks have been put in. It's just the item that's going to be sorted that needs to be put in. It's the last piece of the big puzzle. So, let's get that done real quick. And the whole sorting system is now in... I know I turned the village breeder back on, but I didn't realize it was going to become a problem. Ugh, I forgot the small villagers can just go straight through. I'll have to deal with that later. But right now, the storage systems filter items, and those that I did not have just received something to take its place to prevent something else from going in there. It's all done, so all we need to do now is hook up the input and start filtering. So we're going to need this, and then we're going to need to find the input over here. Ah, there it is. So here's the input. Okay, do that, and now we need to go find the chest, and then we're going to have to start bringing all of that stuff over here. So, not all the chests have been put in as yet, but while those chests slowly filter out their items, I was thinking that maybe we should start putting in our little aquarium that's going to be going below this floor, because this is going to take a long time, and there's still more in the chests at the top. So let's start digging this out so that we can start making this aquarium. So I think this is how deep, more or less, we're going to go. There's no need to go any further down than this. So I think I'm going to go grab up some sand to put in the bottom, and then I'm going to fix up the walls, and then I'll get back to everyone. And also I have to check up on the storage system to see how it's doing. Right, I think this looks good. All we need to do is get the water in, and then we can slowly start putting in all of the necessary underwater components. We have kelp, and I'm pretty sure we can bone meal under there, so we'll get seagrass pretty quickly. Yeah, I think we should get this started. All I need is a few million buckets, because this is going to take a lot of buckets. Here we go, it's all filled up with water. Now we just need to add in the bone meal and the kelp. And also the fish. I've no idea how I'm going to get those, but yeah, I could try. Or we could just wait for them to spawn naturally in here. Crud. Oops, didn't mean to do that. After grueling away, we fixed the little sorting system problem. It turns out that I just messed up the filters, so they weren't exactly working correctly. They were working to a certain degree, but it also wasn't. And then I had to go through and fix it because a lot of the stuff wasn't actually making it to the correct chest. So I fixed that. Now we can continue with our tank over here. All we need is kelp, and we have the bone meal with us. We need it. Let's get in here. Now, can you actually... Oh, yes, you can. Okay, now, this is a bit much. We don't need all of this. Let's thin this out a little bit. Ugh. I don't like the double long. It seems a bit too out of place, but maybe here and there we can add one. Oh. Should probably go up for air. You know, this respiration helmet really is helping. I said, we'll add like coral and such things when we get coral. We'll definitely start adding it as we get it. Do I have enough? It seems so. Right. Well, that's all we can do for now. We can't do much more. So I say we can go grab some fish to put in. Just make sure all this stuff is actually named cobblestone. I don't want to put the wrong thing in here. There we go. So let's start filling this in with glass. Now, I'm just going to use standard glass because, you know, because I'm not in the mood to dye the glass a specific color. Almost there. Almost done. Just a few more blocks to place, and we're done. The whole floor has been placed in. With our fish tank. Well, our very bare fish tank. Well, there's our fish. They're all swimming together. We'll fill it up slowly. And we'll fill it up with some coral as soon as we find some. I mean, we already know where the ocean is. So we can just run over there whenever we get the opportunity and grab coral. Or when the Wandering Trader comes about. He usually sometimes has coral on him. We can just buy it off of him. If we really need to do that. But we still have to finish putting everything in the sorting system. So let's do that, because all that stuff while we were working has finished. And also we fixed the storage system. And it's slowly but surely becoming less of a mess over here. Yeah, this thing is full all the way. No doubt about it. So there's just one last thing that we need to do. The iron farm. It needs to send all of its things to the sorting system. So we need to get busy with that. And there we go, it's all complete. The iron farm has been successfully connected up to the storage system. And also, all of those chests have now been removed from here and moved to the storage system. Oh, it looks so much better not having so many chests there. It's just like one empty space. My brain is so used to seeing all the chests there that every time I come around the corner I think, huh, something's missing over here. But that's all been connected. As you can hear about the water. Oh, I saw that just in time. No creeper. No. Thank you. So, the sorting system's not fully sorted everything out yet. There's still some things left in here that still need to be sorted, but that'll happen in time. But we got our full storage system in. We've got a little system back here to tell us when there's junk, which it is currently full of. Wait, what's that? How did cobblestone make it here? Odd. May have accidentally made it through one of those things. So let's just put that back into its correct chest. And also, because iron farms create a large amount of iron and poppies, we had to think a bit radical, otherwise the junk chest would fill up really quick, because we don't sort out flowers, because flowers are practically useless unless you're planning to use them for dyes. So, back here I made a small system for bone meal. It sorts out all the poppies so that we can make bone meal out of them, so that they don't fill up the junk chest so quickly. But as for our iron, since connecting it up, it's been filling up non-stop. Definitely non-stop. So we have to let that filter everything out, and then we'll put all the junk into manual filters. Yeah, we're just gonna, all the junk, things that we rarely ever use, we'll just place in these chests and put a sign on them to specify what they are. Because as I was going through everything to decide what to put into the storage system, I decided that stairs, colored blocks, and most dyes and plants, they're too... We don't have enough of them to sort them out, except for poppies, but we're never going to use red dye. Well, I'm not going to say never. Well, more like we'll rarely ever use them. And if we do, we could just grab some from the storage system. Or we could just turn off the composter and grab some of it. Yeah. So yeah, we made a lot of progress in today's episode. We got some incredibly powerful armor. We got our storage system all finished. We got some more villagers, and that actually reminds me. I hope I turned off the village breeder, because now we have millions of villagers again. He's still there. Yeah, he's still there. Oh, there's too many of them. There's so many of them. I'm gonna have to fix that up too. Anyway, apart from the big villager mess, we got some incredible armor, finished the storage system. We managed to get the floor in, and also our aquarium, which is not filling up with fish, but I'm hopeful to that. We have to find some coral to put in here, though. We connected the iron farm up. Yeah, I think we made an incredible amount of progress. Whew. Great episode for episode 10. So, if you enjoyed this episode, please do leave a like. It helps out a ton. And if you want to see more, then consider subscribing. But I will see everyone in the next episode. I hope everyone is excited for the next episode. I know I am. But all the hard work is done now. Now we could just have fun. And boy, do I have enough planned for the next 10 episodes. More like 5. It's more like 5 episodes from now. That did not sound good. Whatever that was. But anyway, I will see everyone in the next episode. Goodbye.